Looks like you're excited about webhooks. This is going to be the last one where we have a webhook coming into ODOO. So we're going to talk about unpacking the payload, which is all the data that's tied to our webhook. Being able to unpack this data is huge because then we can break down these pieces and put them where we want them to be, or perform other actions based on that data. Now, we're not going to cover any ground that we've already covered before. We're just going to go ahead and unpack that data. So if you haven't watched any of the other videos yet, you may want to go back and catch up first. Anyway, hopefully you're ready for this because we're going to dive right in. So I've built this webhook automation. Target record, I've just set it something simple because we're not using the target record at this point. The big thing here is our execute code. So let me go into this. So the most important piece of code here is this data equals request.get_JSON_data. So what this piece of code does is it allows us to change the JSON payload into a dictionary, which is basically like a record, which we can then pull fields from. Now, you may not always be able to choose the headers of the data that comes to you, so I wanted to set this up so you could see. Basically, I'm saying the name that I want to set on my record is data, and then this field with this header. Okay, same thing for Xstudio, other thoughts, data, and this header. The reason I did this is if we go into the logs and then we look at one of these info items here, we can see the payload that got sent to us. It's everything right between these squiggly brackets. So you see how testing is so nice. Well, I happen to know that's the title for what I sent. So I know that the items right here, or the string between here, is the header. Same thing for my extra information. I've got the header right here and then the value right here. So sometimes you may not be able to set the header yourself. So it's good to know that you can look at the info in the logs and see what your JSON payload looks like. To take this one step further, the reason that I knew my headers were incorrect, because I thought I had them correct, is that I got this little error right here when I went into the logs. So it says attribute error dict object has no attribute ID. So in my code, I was calling data ID and I wasn't getting anything. So you want to make sure that your headers are correct because that obviously could cause some problems. So let's go through our example once again real quick. So A, it's my name, kind of messed up my form a little bit. Then title, we're going to say JSON breakdown, and we're going to say we're breaking down our JSON payload. Then we're going to go ahead and submit this. And you see this came through really nicely, but I want to break down the steps of what happened here. We've done this in other videos, but it hasn't been this complete yet, so I want to break it down for you real fast. So a response is logged in this Google form here. That triggers this trigger right here in Zapier. That trigger then kicks off an action, which is a post webhook that takes all the information that is submitted here. We don't change the headers or anything like that. It's then pushed over to ODOO. That hits this URL right here, okay? And then in our code, so once something hits that URL, it kicks off this code. It breaks down that JSON payload into a dictionary, which is a lot like a record. We then pull specific data or specific attributes out of this dictionary and put them into a new record on our webhook testing app. There are a lot of steps here and a lot of places where this could go wrong, which is why it's so important for us to keep these log calls turned on, especially in the early days. So we can go in here, and if there is an error, we can break down the error, and certainly so that we can look at the info that's being passed with the webhook and break it down if we need to. Now that was a pretty short video, but really all I wanted to show you here is the code that you use to break down your JSON payload. Again, if you need more detail on how to set up the webhooks, I've got my other video here that you can check out. But now we're pretty much finished with webhooks coming into ODOO. Next, we're going to talk about pushing webhooks out of ODOO and what we can do with that. So stay tuned.